Welcome to my channel, Outside the Levees. I'm Jared Serenay, and today I'm hunting turkeys in Tennessee with Shane Johnson. We hunted a big open field, and it took us some time to figure out the best strategy for success. It was an exciting hunt. We saw turkeys the whole time, and after much effort, our hard work finally paid off. Let's get it started. So we got permission to hunt this really cool piece of property. It is huge though. I mean, it is, the farmer who let us hunt it said he started at one end of his field and drove to the other end of it and looked on his dashboard, and it was 1.5 miles long. That's kind of intimidating going into it, because how do you cover that much open space? You know, turkeys can see so well. If there's one out there, how do we even get to them? What do we do? But I really wanted to come because I knew it had a good turkey population here. First day we get here, we're unloading the truck, and I didn't hear it, but Shane's like, "Did you hear that gobble back there?" And I was like, "No." So as soon as we got here, we had a bird to make a play on.
Yeah, we just got out of the truck. It's actually 5 minutes to 2 o'clock. And we was getting ready, and the gobbler gobbled right there. I mean, he ain't 300 yards from us. So we fishing to see what we can do about shutting him up. I can barely see into that field. When we get close, we're going to have to be real careful. He's in the shadows on the other side of that field, I bet you.
Couldn't call him in, but I mean, that was a good sign to get here, pull up in the truck, and already hear a gobble. At the back corner of the field, we had seen another gobbler strutting this time. So we dipped back in the creek, and we kind of worked our way up the creek, tried to get within, 100 yards of him. We popped back out. He's still there strutting. This felt good. It felt like this could happen.
He's kind of swinging wide out there.
So we watched him strut a little while. We kind of made some calls. He didn't really seem to be responsive, which sucks, because that would be the only way to get him to come to us, other than just waiting him out. So he kind of starts moving out into the field. He came out of strut, he moved out into the field, and I look at Shane, I'm like, there's another one back there. Same deal, one at the same spot, strutting. Then a hen comes out. So it's 3 turkeys in the field. We're pinned down in the brush, can't do anything, and they're not responding to the call. So I just kind of film, watch them, and they just start cutting out into the middle of the field, and it looks like it's done. They're not going to come in. So we stayed the rest of the afternoon. We kind of walked around the property, tried to get a good, understanding of the property, where we should be in the morning. We actually watched some turkeys come back out into the field around 6 o'clock in the evening. Watched them for a little while, and they kind of went off to roost, and another gobbler went off to roost. So we felt real good about our chances the next morning. Next morning, we get everything ready. The landowner came with us. We wanted to try to get on the turkeys that we had seen the evening before. Shane was up to shoot, I was filming, and the landowner came along too. We got in real early, got set up. We did a pretty big setup. I think we had 3 decoys. We had a strutting gobbler, and then we had 2 hens. Well, around 8:30 in the morning, we looked back down the field and we saw 4 turkeys start making their way out into the field, but it was a pretty good ways down. We took our time, glassed real good, and we figured out one of them was a mature bird, long beard, and the other 3 were jakes. Well, the jakes kind of went off on their own, and we think the gobbler's seen our decoys from way down there because he started strutting and coming and strutting and coming. So it felt good. It was like, all right, it's on. Shane's getting ready. Everybody's ready, and we're going to shoot one. Well, his bird gets within about 60, 65 yards, and he gets kind of hesitant. He's looking at a gobbler with 2 hens. He don't want a challenge. So he makes a big circle, stays wide. That turkey wins the game. It's always a chess game with these turkeys. Somebody's always going to win, somebody's going to lose. We lost. So you gotta know when to fold them. We decided, let's go eat some lunch, get something cold to drink, and we left. We come back from lunch, got some food in our bellies, got some sweet tea in our bellies. We're ready.
You ready to go get beat up?
We're ready. We're tired of getting beat up. Tired of all the stealing, lying, cheating.
It was a thrashing.
We have gotten our butts whooped today.
Ooh.
But it's about 2 o'clock. And we're going right back where we were. We know that's where they want to be.
Right.
So it's revenge time, fellas. Revenge. Make our way down to the field. Got good optics. Blast the field. He's there. He's close. We can't really do too much, so we kind of had to back out and use that tree line to our advantage and walk up the tree line. Then we would eventually have to dip down into a creek and come back up out the creek, still on the tree line. So that's what we did. Hey, from your 12 o'clock on, but anything to your 11, I can't see you.
That's bad. I cannot look.
I ain't never seen it. That's how you do it. That's how you get it on camera for the first time, my boy. That's how you do it, my boy.
Well, I lost sight of him.
I know it.
When he started,
Dude, I couldn't believe you didn't see it.
when he started going left is when I lost him. And I thought he went back to the tree line. She stepped out right
Dude,
there,
I got her
Jared.
on camera. Look, sticking her head right here in the camera.
She walked in front of the camera. Look at the setup right there. Does that not suck? Look, we're on a cliff. Look at this. That's where you was sitting, film that. You was right there and I was right there.
Tell us what happened. How did we sneak up?
Well, first off, we seen a jake. I'm pretty sure it was a jake, or it could have been that hen that we just had encounter with. It's probably that hen. But she's a big hen. And when we stepped out in the edge of the field, we could see him blowed up in full strut down there pasture. So we just come in the back door, and that is a straight bluff bank. That's probably, it's a good 18-foot straight drop on the other side. And then it's steep coming up here. We crawled up here, and when we got up here, she was not over 30 yards from us. She was 30 yards and coming fast. So anyway, she kept coming, and finally I could see him strutting and coming. And then when you got him on film, I knew you was talking to me, begging me not to shoot him because I knew you was filming him. But anyway, when he stepped to the right, I actually lost sight of him, and I thought he went back to the tree, so I lost him there for a minute. So it worked out good, worked out great, because you got a lot of good footage, you know.
We done it. Hey, I just want to show y'all something real quick. This is dedication right here. My pants are coming undone. But I hung in there, and we got this bird killed. We've been hunting since yesterday, seen these birds in this big field, and we got us one now, and he is a good one. He's a good one.
I think he is. Let's look at him. Hey, he's got a rope, son. Look, he's a 3-year-old. He got a good beard. He's a 3-year-old bird. He's as old as he's ever gonna get. That's pretty, ain't it? He got a big old fan. Big old fan.
And this was awesome because me and Shane hunted together 2 years ago, worked our butts off, and never got a kill on camera. So this is our first kill on camera together, and we're both pumped up. So it wound up being a really good trip. We got to see a lot of birds. I think this property is going to be good for many years to come. It's got a lot for the turkeys to eat. It doesn't get a lot of pressure. And it was just cool being able to pick apart this big, large field that some people would probably stay away from because the chances of getting busted are really high.